You probably used a web browser to get here. We all use one, every single day. But what we rarely stop to think about is the silent war that's constantly being fought over how we get to the internet. It's a war with a king that seems absolutely untouchable and a new challenger that's about to change the entire game.
Okay, so let's dive in and just get a sense of the sheer scale we're talking about here. The reigning king is, of course, Google Chrome. And to say it's dominant is a massive understatement. Just look at these numbers. On desktop, it's got a staggering 72% of the market. On mobile, over 60%. This isn't just winning a race, this is owning the entire racetrack. It's a monopoly, plain and simple.
So how in the world could anyone possibly compete with that? Well, to figure that out, you first have to understand why Chrome is so powerful. And spoiler alert, it's not just about its features. No, its real power is that it's a fortress. It's a trillion-dollar castle with 3 seemingly impenetrable walls.
Let's break down those walls. First, you've got distribution. Chrome comes pre-installed on billions of Android phones. Game over for most people right there. Second, the ecosystem. We're talking more than 35,000 extensions, all the developer tools. It's its own universe. And third, the glue that holds it all together. Services. It's that seamless sync with your Google account, right? Your Gmail, your Docs, your passwords. It's all just there.
All of this creates this incredible inertia, this muscle memory. Switching to a new browser is designed to be a pain. It feels awkward, unnatural. It's intentionally difficult. So with a fortress this well defended, how could anyone even dream of competing?
Well, it turns out history actually gives us a playbook. Because believe it or not, this isn't the first time a browser giant has looked completely invincible.
The first 2 browser wars were never really about building a slightly faster product. They were platform battles. Back in the 90s, Microsoft used its Windows monopoly to absolutely crush Netscape. Then, fast forward to 2008, Google used its most powerful weapon, that little search box on Google.com, to push Chrome and dethrone Internet Explorer. The lesson is crystal clear. You don't attack head-on. You attack from an unexpected angle, using your own unique superpower.
And that right there is the crucial point. You can't win by just building a slightly better browser. That's like trying to knock down the castle walls with a slingshot. You have to change the entire kingdom. You have to change the rules of the game. And that is exactly what OpenAI is planning to do. They aren't just building a new browser, they're trying to build a new kind of internet.
So this brings us to this idea of an agent-based future. OpenAI's vision, which for this explainer we'll just call Project Atlas, isn't just an update. It's a fundamental shift in how we interact with technology. It's not another window to the web, it's something else entirely.
The heart of this whole idea is what's called an agentic system. Now think about it. Right now, when you use a browser, you are the agent. You're the one doing the searching, the clicking, the piecing it all together. An agentic system flips that script. The browser becomes an active collaborator, a team of AI agents that don't just find information for you, they get tasks done for you.
And this comparison just nails the difference. Let's say you want to plan a trip to Japan. The old way is total chaos, right? You've got 25 tabs open, flights, hotels, blogs, maps. You're the project manager, juggling everything. The new way? You just write one prompt. That's it. One detailed sentence describing what you want. And behind the scenes of that one prompt, it's like a little team of specialists just springs into action. A planner agent breaks down your goal. A flight agent starts scanning every airline. A restaurant agent is already finding top-rated vegan spots near your potential hotels. And they're all talking to each other, negotiating, making trade-offs to get you the absolute best plan. This, right here, is the paradigm shift. We are moving away from a world of information retrieval, where the whole point is just to find a bunch of links, to a world of task execution, where the point is to actually get the job done. The browser stops being a search tool and starts being a do tool. It's reasoning, planning, and acting on your behalf. Now you can probably see how cool this is. But for Google, this new way of thinking is a massive existential threat. And here's the twist. It's not because they don't have the technology, it's because of their business model.
This number is why. $175 billion. That's how much revenue Google made from search ads alone in 2023. Just let that sink in for a second.
And this chart really just spells out the problem. That massive 57% slice is Google's golden goose. It is the financial engine that powers everything else. Android, their cloud business, all of it. But an agent-based browser, it completely bypasses that engine. If an AI just books your flight directly, you never even see the page with the ads. No search results means no ads to click on.
This puts Google in a classic trap, something known as the innovator's dilemma. To compete, they have to roll out their own AI features, like AI overviews. But every single time that AI gives you a perfect answer at the top of the page, it trains you not to scroll down and click on the ads. To survive, they're forced to slowly poison their own cash cow.
So when you put them side by side, the strategic conflict is just crystal clear. Google is building an AI to help you browse better. That's AI assisted. OpenAI is building an AI to browse for you. That's AI native. Google's business model is advertising, so their primary goal is to capture your attention. Atlas's model would be a subscription, so its goal is to save your time. They are playing two completely different games.
And when you zoom out, you realize this isn't just about two tech companies. This is a fundamental conflict. It's a battle between two completely different ideologies for what the future of the internet should even look like.
For the last 2 decades, we have lived on an internet of information. Our main job as users has been to be a sort of digital detective, sifting through endless pages of links to find what we're looking for.
But we are now on the verge of entering the internet of execution. And in this new era, our job isn't to be the detective, it's to be the client. Our only task is to clearly state what we want done, and the technology is supposed to handle the rest.
But look, this shift has some huge consequences we need to think about. It could mean the end of websites as we know them. I mean, why build a beautiful website if an AI is just going to scrape the data through an API? It also introduces massive risks of bias. And what about just stumbling upon something cool, that random, wonderful discovery? Does that just disappear?
So really, it all boils down to this choice, a choice between two business models that have completely different goals for your most valuable resource. On one side, you have the ad model, designed to consume your time and attention. You pay with your focus. On the other, you have the agent model, designed to save your time. You pay with a subscription.
The goal for a challenger like OpenAI isn't to kill Chrome. That's basically impossible. The real goal is to make Chrome irrelevant. It's just like what happened with Internet Explorer. It didn't vanish overnight, it just became that legacy tool, the browser you only open once to download the new browser.
The next decade of the internet is being built right now, as we speak. And the winner of this new browser war will ultimately be decided by which of these two futures we, the users, decide we want more. A future where we continue to work for the internet, or one where the internet finally, truly, starts working for us.